Okay, we're back again. Not even a night review. I don't know what to call this.
It's
A
experiment.
hashtag?
Experiment.
Hashtag rollover.
Hashtag
15
something. Who
films,
knows?
whatever.
I don't know. As you can see,
A
we haven't
chat.
been around for quite a while, and we haven't reviewed
Apologies,
Jack
that's
for
my
ages.
fault.
Let
It's
him
your
go.
fault.
Yeah.
We've gone blame it on him anyway. So it's Nat, Mo, myself, Bal, and the audience,
And
which
Doctor
are not here.
Strange.
The audience.
And Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, there is.
I hope that one person in the audience is okay.
Yeah. Well,
No,
that's fine. But
get out of here. We
I
got
just
no
wanna say
audience.
This isn't a fake tan.
For some reason, we've got 2 subscribers. What are you guys actually seeing?
I seen Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought it was pretty funny, actually. More funny than the first one, I must admit.
What?
I mean, what?
Not as funny as the first one, but it's funny.
No.
It's hilarious.
We had more than the obligatory, what is it, Mark Commode 7 laps rule.
Oh, that. No, I don't go by it anymore.
You don't go by 7
No,
laps?
because at the end of the day, some things you don't have to laugh massively. Something's just funny later on. Something you can rewatch.
Right.
Just because you laughed at it once doesn't mean, oh, that's the perfect film.
Okay.
Like,
Baby
there's loads of crappy films like that.
Baby Groot was funny, man.
I didn't like Baby
I
Groot.
love Baby Groot.
Baby Groot's my favourite.
I thought it was
I
okay.
love Baby Groot.
That's my personal way. It's not as good as the first one. It's just enjoyable. Probably do better on DVD. It's got loads of visuals, loads of CGI, but I like the first one so much more. This is like a mishmash of plots that don't quite gel together. There's no central focus.
Should we talk about the film before we review it?
We did just talked about it.
Well, we're
Just
just
go
talking
straight
about...
into the.
I just went
like
straight into it, man. It's like
Hey,
you
no,
just-
we've got a lot to get through, guys.
at the end of the day.
Yeah,
So James
okay.
Gunn and his mates are back, yeah.
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 But I agree
Chris
with
Pratt.
I agree with Balmo that the film was good, but not as good as the first one. Enjoyable, worth watching. By all means, I'd recommend it to the viewers. But I would say that it's not something that is better than the first one. It was enjoyable, and the villain. And I think I said this to you off camera sometime, Bal, that I thought the villain was.
You know what? Don't tell them that.
You just fucking giving it away.
Don't give the ending away. Doesn't matter. Bleep.
Okay, it reminds me of Ang Lee's Hulk.
Bits of it, yeah.
Yeah, you fucking gave it away. As a
Did you
Bunch
find
of
it, Bal?
fucking Muppets, man.
Bal, did you find out the cameos?
What cameras? Oh,
one is at the
a
end.
couple of them, yeah, but I'm not going to talk about that either. Basically, we're not going to spoil it, which is crazy.
Okay,
fucking,
I
we haven't
understand.
even started what's happened.
This is how bad this is going.
This is bad. What's wrong? Have a normal review, man. What's this?
Yeah, just talk.
I am just talking.
Yeah, just.
Well, you
What's
just
wrong with
said
that?
about the film and said he didn't like it. We fucking summarized it without telling him what
Did you like it or not like it?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
anyway.
What?
What
What
did
you
I
like?
like? What
Tell me about it.
happened in
Guardians
the
of the
movie?
Galaxy, Volume 2 is about Star-Lord finding his father.
And that's the entire thing. The rest of them, you got Gamora's relationship, which doesn't really happen much.
With a sister.
Yeah, which is boring. Groot, Baby Groot. I can't wait till he's actually adult Groot because I'm not that fond of Baby Groot. He didn't really do
Baby
much.
Groot, Baby
Adorable.
Groot's
He's just,
relationship with
I
Rocket.
wish he stays Baby Groot forever.
Some girls in the audience were all like, ah, but I was just like, eh. You liked him at the start of it. It was great. But then after a while, he just got boring and he really had nothing to do. He's like, I'm part of the part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I don't really have a lot to do until I'm an adult. That's what it felt like.
So do you think he'll be an adult in the third one? Because they say they'll be back, doesn't he, at the end?
Yeah, well, they will be
He'll
back. There'll
probably
be a third
about
sequel.
teenager or something.
That'll be a
But
second sequel.
Drax was. I like that Drax evolved and he's starting to take jokes. I know you said that you don't like.
No, I just because he's in a way, yeah, he's doing more jokes, but that kind of betrays the character from the first one.
No,
so
he's
he-
been on this
Yeah, but they
ship
completely
with
changed it.
Star-Lord, man.
To this, the best way I could call it is like, okay, you liked the first one, you liked all those bits in the first one. Let's just triple it 3 times over and see how it does. So there's more stuff in the end, like tons of what they call credit roll. While the credits are rolling, there's tons of bits in that. There's tons more.
Disappointed in that.
There's more Baby Groot running around. There's more music in this, but you don't need it. At too many places. It's not like it's got more music. It's got probably less, but you repeat it too many times and it's over and over again.
I'll tell you what's worse. It's unbelievable. It's got a worse soundtrack than the first one.
Yeah, well, it's not as memorable.
I thought the soundtrack wasn't too bad.
No, it's not as
That's
memorable
'cause your
as the first
era.
one.
I'm joking.
Because the
thanks.
first one was songs that many people had forgotten that, or we never heard of because we weren't alive.
No,
when they-
I heard them, but just there's nothing out because the other ones were all one-hit wonders. If you
Yeah.
realised it, this one had things that were in the charts, or they had a few things in the charts, so that kind of just made it. Compared to the one-hit wonders, they didn't do anything else. They had one hit and they were gone pretty much, and that's why I probably enjoy those because they're like classic in those kind of way, cheesy. This one's more.
Yeah.
You know, it's like having somebody's hits album from many different people who are already famous anyway.
Yeah, but you know, Michael Rooker's character he, was good, wasn't he?
Yeah, what was it? Yonder?
You do.
Yonder?
What's his name?
Yonder.
Yonder.
Yeah, you do.
Yonder.
You do, I do, he
You
do.
do. I do. Yonder.
Yonder.
Not yonder. What the fuck? Dude, mix it up with Honda. It's not yonder.
Yonder.
Yandu!
Yondu.
Yondu, that's the
I
fella.
You gondu, it's Yandu.
Yondu. I said Yondu.
Is it Dave Bastusa?
Dave-
Batista.
Fuck
Batista.
He's even
This,
saying-
this is the
Sorry.
podcast where everybody just messes up the people's names.
Everyone's
He's
drunk in
in
this
quite
one.
a few films coming out. Any of the big ones like Blade Runner 2, Escape Plan 2. He's got a few others.
Escape Plan 2.
Yeah, he's in all
Who's
that.
that gonna... Who's in that?
I don't know, but he's in it anyway.
Yondu. Yeah. Yondu. Yeah, it is Yondu.
Wow, you had to... You were looking at that the entire time.
I have to say. Let me just say that bit. So Michael Rooker's character Yondu was the best.
Yeah.
He was cool, but...
He was cool. His
Are we
majority
giving
of his
anything
films
away
were-
about his character?
No.
No, because I'm not saying anything about it.
He's
You,
got-
you
he's
stop spoiling it. You're just a spoiler.
He's got.
Guys,
Really
this is a
spoiling
spoiler.
for you guys.
This
It's like, you should see this film. This is the end. Nat.
Mm.
That's the entire gimmick. But yeah, enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy. Thought it was great. Not as good as the first one. Too much... I don't know, too much happening, I guess. It's too much... It feels more light-hearted compared to the first one. And it's not much consequence by the end of it. It's like, we know what's going to happen. It's kind of predictable. And it's more to do with a relationship with other characters. But some of the characters really got some boring bits. Like, you expected Star-Lord to get with Gamora and be more about that relationship. But it's more about Gamora and her sister, which is annoying. And then you had Drax, which was probably the funniest thing in it. Funnier than Baby Groot and all that. Because
Yeah.
he kept on ripping apart this girl who had, like, massive eyes. And I can't remember her name either in the film.
Brilliant review.
This is the best review ever. This is the
Rocket-
best one we've ever done.
Rocket-
Yeah, but the point is, you can't
Rocket-
review a film if you're not going to give away any of the plot.
You can. You absolutely can. And I'll
Why
prove
didn't
this
you just check
after
your
the
mobile
show.
to see what her name is. Where the fuck is she?
Forget her, man. She's all... Okay, what about Power Rangers?
No,
Anybody watched it?
but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, typical. What about
I
yourself?
watched it. We all obviously watched it together.
Yeah, we watched it together. That sounds so weird.
Power Rangers.
Which I've seen the series, seen quite a bit of it. The
I
first
think we're all
generation or
season.
whatever.
Serious.
And it was okay. It wasn't so bad. I mean, CGI was a bit dodgy here and there, but by the end of it, some of the Zords and everything, they looked a bit crappy. It's like they ran out of money by the end of it.
Well, you mean that they spent all the money at the front and forgot to think about the end?
Yeah, which you think would be the biggest part with the most money spent.
Yeah.
But no. But the thing they did do was the relationship between all the characters, all the teenagers, was really good. It was really well made, especially bullying parts and everything. And but I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a laugh. The audience enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Mo enjoyed it, I think.
Can I ask what the
And they look stoic, and he looks
what
as if
the
he doesn't
majority of
care.
the audience consisted of and what time you watched it?
I can't remember what time I watched it.
We watched it towards. It was the evening. We were sat next to like a whole family of with kids and stuff. Remember?
Yeah, and some
So it was
adults.
the majority of the audience were
Yeah,
children
and the kids were just jumping off.
No, there's a few of them were actual
kids were having a good
adults
time.
as well.
on their own.
Well, with a
No,
group of people,
with their
group
families.
of adults.
Oh, not with children.
Not just children.
Yeah, like
There are loads of different
yeah,
people
they were
because
like,
Would you say you'd appeal to people who were young when Power Rangers was popular?
yeah, because by now the adults fully grown adults. Some are in their 30s, some are in their
yeah, but
20s.
you had kids
Yeah.
that never heard of Power Rangers.
Nah, I think they
Although
heard
in
of them.
compar-
I think they
in
heard of them.
comparison to the TV series, was the film better special effects? Obviously, it was, wasn't it, than the TV series?
Yeah,
higher
obviously.
production value, isn't it?
Production values are higher. The script is actually alright. You do give a damn about the characters.
Yeah, you had some good Casting.
From what I saw from the trailer, they were trying to make it like a superhero film. You know, they got powers. One of them. Even one of the characters jokes, "I'm like Spider-Man," doesn't he? Or something?
Yeah, because it's all about at the start of it, it's all about kind of like Spider-Man, where he becomes Spider-Man and he gets trains, a montage, that type of thing. They have all the cliche bits, but it's just done well. Considering I thought it was just going to be a disaster. That's the
Right.
main reason I went to see it.
Okay.
I saw it in Mo.
So is it set up for a
I
sequel?
wasn't looking forward to it, but it was really good actually. Really surprised.
They'll have a sequel. They made the money and did pretty well.
They made the money.
Yeah, I think they made the money.
Yeah, I mean they made so much money they could pay Bryan Cranston and Elizabeth Banks.
Which are weird choices.
They were in it.
They were in the cast.
Yeah.
They were good actually.
Wow.
Bryan Cranston playing Zord. What the hell his name is now? And Rita Repulsa, played by
It reminds
Elizabeth
me
Banks.
of Guardians of the Galaxy character.
Which one?
What was his name?
I don't know. You tell me. It's
Randu.
your brain.
No.
The other thing I watched was Baby Boss. Terrible. Don't even want to talk about it.
I want to watch that. Don't spoil it.
No,
for
it's
me.
like, okay, you know Cars and remember Cars 2? Do you watch Cars 2?
Oh, that's terrible.
No, did you watch it?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, remember all those bits you're wondering, like, okay, if they've got tires, how do they open a door?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that type of world where it doesn't make any sense. That's what Baby Boss was. It's kind of like, it doesn't make any sense. Is this supposed to be in his mind, or is this happening, or what, or both?
Who voiced him?
And by the end of it, Alex Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin.
Alright. Is
Which
it still
was-
working?
He did one little bit.
Is he
Something to do
supposed to
with
be like a bit like Trump?
cookies off of finishers, and I can't remember what movie that's from.
Is he supposed to be like Trump?
No,
No, baby.
no.
Ba-
Why would it
ba-
be? Just because Saturday Night Live.
No, I thought it was a satire on Trump or something.
No, it's not Saturday.
That's all he does is Donald Trump on
I thought
Saturday
he
Night
did-
Live, isn't it?
maybe somebody in the Guardian said the most important film ever is so far is 9 Lives, Kevin Spacey's.
That was also terrible.
Because there's a comment about Donald Trump.
Oh, don't
They
make any sense.
intellectual everything out.
Yeah, but it's one of those things.
Intellectualized.
If we don't see it in there, we'll make up something that
For
we
me,
think is in
I
there.
think reading too much into it, it's just a film about a man who turns into a cat.
9 Lives.
And then
So
I don't know
children's
why the
film-
hell Kevin Spacey did
Well,
that
is it
film.
anything to do with the
No
fact
idea.
that Donald Trump likes to grab pussy?
Probably.
Probably.
Is that what
Oh,
it
yeah, you
is?
just we really are trying to read into it too much.
Hey, do you think that's what it is?
Well, we're not reading. The guy from the Guardian is.
Yeah, but it's always not.
He's got paid
Yeah,
too
but
much.
that's what he's implying, isn't he, Mo? With
Well, the
his
guy from The Guardian
red-
is.
with his red eyes.
Come on, man! I've just got
Red
taken
Eye.
off the plane of United Airlines.
Did you
We're going to
really?
Louisville.
Were you dragged?
I got I got to see patients in the morning.
Did they give you a wedgie? Your boss gave you a wedgie.
No, I said the boss of CEO didn't said it was they did a professional job. It was my fault. Let me get out of my seat.
Raw. Anybody see Raw?
Yeah.
French film.
The one about that's based in the veterinary school.
Yeah.
Yep.
that's the one.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it.
Directed by
Raw.
Raw.
Very
And
raw.
not the Arnold Schwarzenegger one either.
Not raw like a lion.
Not Raw Deal.
Not raw like a lion.
I keep on mixing Raw Deal and the other one.
So
What, did you watch Raw?
yeah,
Matt?
watch the, so it's directed by
When did you watch that?
probably one of the fittest directors out there.
Who's that?
Julia
Juliana.
Decarora or something.
Perfect
You want a
name.
dicker?
Decorate.
What?
Julia Decorate.
Mo,
Come on, man,
calm
we gotta-
down. Mo,
Mo,
stop
we gotta
adjusting
keep
your...
this clean and professional.
Mo, stop adjusting your dressing gown now that you started thinking about it. Look at that.
Raw. Yeah, I watched it as well. I watched it with Mo. And I thought it was okay. I enjoyed it. It reminded me a bit like Ginger Snaps. A little bit, not much. But
Is it David Cronin?
no. It's yeah, body horror, I guess, but not quite because he uses it in other ways.
He's
But,
much more intellectual.
Yeah,
She's-
he's better.
Yeah,
This was
she's- yeah.
this independent film was just okay. It wasn't really that good. It's just got a lot
You
of
said it was
praise.
Good 1 minute.
I said it was
I'm
good, but
changed
not
mine.
that good. It's
Yeah, but
got
is
more
it a
praise.
good,
I didn't-
is it a good first film?
Is it a debut?
Yeah.
Oh,
think it might be
well,
debut.
yeah, great for her.
Or it's probably one of
It's
her
a debut,
proper,
yeah.
proper films after a student film.
I mean,
Well,
is
but
it,
the
is
thing
it,
is, she's
would it sorry, Mark. Would it debut as good as Basket Case?
No.
Basket is better than this. But the thing
Is
is,
it?
Yeah.
the thing is, this film, right? I don't know what it's
It
about.
peed off
so
Mo for some reason.
Bal says, "We'll just watch it."
You peed off, Mo.
No, the movie peed off
Are you
Mo.
going to allow me to
I am.
speak?
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
No,
I'm
both of
sorry.
yous.
I'm sorry.
So let's start again. Okay.
Wind him up.
So row, Bal said-
Row your boat.
Row your boat. So Bal said, "Let's watch this. It's a French movie. It's called Raw. I thought it might be a heist film. When
Is
I
it
realised
French?
it's supposed to be a horror. It was, but it was alright. It was not bad. I mean,
Did it have subtitles?
no, we all speak French.
Really?
What was you get subtitles? Immortals. Immortals is better than that, isn't it? Immortals is much better.
What? Immortals?
Is it called Immortals?
If you're on about the bloody crappy piece of crap that
No,
that guy
what's
did.
that French horror movie that we watched?
Wreck.
The Ordeal.
Oh, not The Ordeal. The one with
Martyrs.
Martyrs.
Ah.
I'm mixing
Right.
up Immortals with Martyrs.
Don't ever.
Martyrs is Martyrs.
Martyrs is
Completely
brilliant.
different film.
Martyrs
Bab.
is brilliant. Martyrs is brilliant. Immortals.
Brilliant,
is,
disturbing, and everything.
Tarsum singing it. Yeah, so that was much better. This was alright. It had its moments. I understood it's slightly to do with food and cannibalism. The French have all this kind of the whole culture, subtext, art forms about food and stuff and cuisine. So it kind of had that thing,
Yeah.
and it just seemed a bit too outrageous, too crappily outrageous, to be honest.
Was it gory?
It's like a worse version of National Lampoon's Animal
I
House.
wouldn't go that far. For me,
Animal House is like cool.
for me, I thought it was alright. It reminded me a bit like Ginger Snaps, and it wasn't really gory. There's like one or two bits, and they make you cringe a little. But I think Mo was expecting like either a completely different film anyway, the heist movie. But the weirdest thing is, I expected more gore in it or something a little bit more, but I was still pleasantly surprised.
yeah, I mean, the
for a
acting-
debut, it's pretty
the
good.
acting was good. They had our one of the best actors out there, Lauren Lucas,
You
from,
like
from
Lauren?
The Ordeal, as you said,
Mm.
playing the father type. You know,
Alright. So you'd recommend it then, or not?
yeah, it's worth a watch. I would say.
What about
Watch it. What are you looking at?
what about Lost City of Z?
I watched Lost City Z. Nobody else
I
did,
don't know what that is.
and
I've not
the whole thing is about
set in the Amazon.
he's going on a journey. This is based, I don't know, way back, probably about just after World War One.
Fictional
And-
based on fact.
Fact.
Right.
I think it's fact. Yeah, it's based on fact, and maybe I think it is.
Who's the actor in it?
I'm wondering now, but I can't remember his name. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it was a passable film. It wasn't that great. They had some moments of interesting things, as in, oh, this guy's going off on journeys every time. Whenever he comes back, it's kind of like Interstellar. Whenever he comes back, his kid gets older. It's like, oh, it's been a couple of years. It's been a couple of years more. It's been a couple of years more. He keeps on going back and
Isn't
forth.
that the other
Trying to find Lost City
Matthew
of Z.
McConaughey-
I don't want to.
McConaughey movie you watched, the one where he went to jungle for like oil or something, whatever it's called,
No, that's gold.
gold, whatever.
Yeah, that was much better. And then, and by the end of it, you think, okay, they're trying to do like it's a journey of. It doesn't matter what you do in life. It's more the
Yeah.
journey of where you go and how you do it. You can stay at home the entire time and still have a good life. And
So it's like
Journey
a
of seeing your-
philosophical film.
yeah, kind of like seeing your kids grow up and all that is still a journey. But in his version, he kept on coming back and forth until by the end of it, you kind of get that feel out of it. But then it just ends.
So does he actually
Was
discover
it
a lost
Live,
city?
Die, Repeat?
I'm not going to say if he does or doesn't because I'm not going to spoil it. But I'm just going to say it's okay,
the
but I don't think
tagline-
anybody's
the
really
tagline
going to
says
love it.
The film is legendary because of what he discovers. The
I
tagline for the film.
think it's more to do with what he may have discovered or what may or may not have happened.
Did you feel the pacing was right about the film?
Pacing was very slow, but it made sense. But it could have been done much quicker, or it could have been done like, I don't know, kind of like what was his name? Terrence Malick,
Okay.
who does that kind of film. But this is what it felt like almost, but it never really got there.
Right.
So it
you
was
would
just
have cut a few scenes out.
or added a few scenes, or just give it a more of an impact, or filmed a few bits and bobs.
Maybe you needed-
But it did show you like the harshness of trying to survive
maybe
with
it needed a different actor.
back then with nothing. Huh?
Right.
Maybe you needed a different actor.
Something more charismatic. Somebody more charismatic would have been better. You would have got attention, but you stayed on him. It's
So
okay.
What are you telling me? Someone a better actor could have been. They could have got a real life person
Is it
do his
Charlie
first role, like
Hu-
6'8",
Hunnam?
James Comey, FBI director. He just
Hmm.
got fired.
Is it Charlie Human and Robert Pattinson? Is it?
Wow, how'd you figure that one out? Was it your phone?
Is that who was in it?
Robert Pattinson, who?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson was in it.
But who was the lead?
Not in Robert Pattinson, the other guy.
I don't know how you say his surname.
Charlie Adams.
Human?
What?
Charlie Human?
Who's Charlie Human?
H-U...
Oh, Hammond.
Hammond. But what
Hammond.
movies he's been?
There you go.
He's not the guy from Sons of Anarchy, is he?
I think he is.
He is,
yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
The guy from the.
Wouldn't you just swap the roles around with Robert Pattinson then?
Yeah, because Robert Pattinson was doing okay. He didn't have many lines, and
Yeah, but he's a more well-known actor, isn't
he's kind of more well known.
Why
But
just swap Charlie
I think
for
he's
Robert?
still
I would've
stuck
swapped
in his
roles.
twilight days. He's not quite gone any
That
further.
new guy's quite well known. Come on, man. He's Nicholas Nickleby.
Anybody seen The Void?
I
You make
heard,
it-
I'm about to. I was going to watch it yesterday, but I never got around to it. But I think it's, from what I read about it, because that's what interested me. It is a bit like Stranger Things, the TV series.
I won't go that far.
Well, that's what they're trying to sell it as.
It's more like it's trying to be Hellraiser and Event Horizon at the same time,
Oh, is it?
but it doesn't really pull off either.
Wow.
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Have you seen it, Mark?
That is no, I'm saying that's a pitch in it.
it's great. I looked at the poster. I thought, yeah, I can't wait. And once I watched it, it's like, was it worth paying video on demand? I don't know.
When you watch it, you realize somebody did shepherd's pie in their
But
pants.
do you see any comparison with people saying it's like Stranger Things then?
It's trying to be old school 80s.
Oh, that's the only
Film.
comparison you see.
Yeah, and that's it. And there's a cop in it. There
As
we
the
are.
lead.
What Nightmare on Elm Street?
Huh?
What you
No,
said,
we're
Nightmare-
talking about
No, The Void.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, but you said 80s film like Nightmare on Elm Street or something.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Stranger Things.
Oh, right,
It's
the
on
80s.
Netflix. Go
oh,
watch
yeah,
it.
No, 80s things. But you,
Oh, you haven't watched Stranger Things? You should really watch Stranger
is
Things.
like 80s.
I've
set in
seen
the
one
80s.
episode of
It's
it.
kind of like Goonies and
No.
something else meets
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Winona
But-
Ryder and that guy.
But it
That's
really isn't worth watching. It does have some real good physical
You
effects.
do realise the studio's going to write to you saying, stop destroying our
It's
property."
not my fault. You make better films. I think
It's just disappointing.
I'm
Mark.
just criticizing it because that's
Look,
my
no,
opinion, man.
This is,
You do realise the
this,
video on demand is going to go down for that title now. That
No, I
video
think there's
caption.
many stuff on video on demand that will
This is
do
what's
much better
called-
than that.
fair comment, legal wise.
Okay.
That's his defense about.
Says the
Is
Lord.
that your defence, pal? Fair comment.
I'll take any defense I possibly can.
Freedom of speech.
Fair comment. It's called fair comment. He's having a fair
Ooh.
comment.
A
on the
Ghost in
movie.
the Shell. I saw that.
Ghost in the Shell. Watched it. Liked it. No. Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I loved it. I thought it was
You
all
loved
right.
it?
You said, you know, when you told me that you'd seen it, you said it doesn't actually follow the cartoon. To me, it did follow the cartoon.
No, it followed some of
Some of it.
Some of it followed, and other bits it followed from the series, standalone complex, but bits and bobs from the manga. But overall, I think most people were expecting a little more.
Action?
Action was bearable
Action and reaction.
because the film itself isn't a massive action film. The original Ghost in the Shell film anime.
What do you think of the casting there?
Casting wise, she did well. Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah,
but
there was controversy that she was white, but to be fair, if you watch
But when you go-
Ghost in the Shell,
the funny
that
thing,
character's not Japanese, really, is she?
well,
She has a touch of European.
yeah, I guess. I mean,
You're talking about the
Big eyes and whatnot.
the manga film movie, not
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
series. Yeah.
The
Just-
movie, not the series.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, if you look at any Japanese reviews of it,
Yeah.
they didn't like Beat Takeshi.
Beat Takeshi's brilliant.
They didn't like him. They
Did
thought
you
he
like
was
him?
thought he was a bit too wooden. I mean, too much like a Yakuza boss than
He did
what
seem
he's
like
supposed to be,
Yakuza
yeah.
boss.
and
I have to
No,
admit.
but I used to like it when they speak English to him and he speak Japanese.
yeah, over there they dubbed it the other way around, I think, and they
Did
couldn't
they?
even. Yeah, and I don't think they could understand it, which is another weird thing. The other thing was Scarlett Johansson said she's okay, but she's very over emotional compared to the original, which she was more stoic. She was, less emotional because she's a robot, because you wouldn't be able to see that much stuff on her face. And this one, she was overly emotional and wasn't too sure of herself and stuff. She wasn't like the major in the original, where she's in charge. She never felt in charge.
She's got Jimmy Darmody in it, hasn't it?
Do you feel
Michael Pitt.
Personally, I feel I didn't like it. Mainly for lots of reasons. Lots of people said it's very visually appealing. I don't think it was because
that's
it
the
looked
thing about
it
it.
looked had loads
No,
of
That's the
yeah.
best thing about it. Visually, it looks
Visually,
They were
you
trying
can
to
say
make
it
it
looks
like
great, but
Blade
at the end of the day, it still had the streets were pretty much empty. They had a couple of cars on there. It looked as if it was an empty world with loads of CGI, and that's it. With some advertisement, the advertisements made no sense. Now, as for the plot itself, was ridiculous, and by the end, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
spoil
but
it.
the plot is basically the cartoon, isn't it? The manga cartoon. What did you think of the cartoon? The manga movie?
Yeah, I loved it. Everybody loved it. I don't think there's anybody who hates it.
So how can you say that you didn't?
Yeah, but Batu,
Did you watch this movie?
I did, yeah.
No,
but-
it was crap.
Batu was good, didn't he? He looked really good in it.
He looked alright.
Ashback, Danish. When he has the eyesight issues,
yeah.
he looked awesome then.
But you didn't read the backstory for his eyes.
Yeah.
And the other characters, which were in the anime, is only 1 hour 25 minutes. This is longer, but reveals less about any of the other characters, and just gets boring after a while. There's only so much CGI you can stand, especially when there's
you know
not
what's
much.
quite dull. If you hadn't watched the manga, you might think, "Wow, this is brilliant." But thank God we watched the
glad I watched
the anime first. Cause
the anime is brilliant.
I watched it back in '96.
They're going to do Akira, aren't they now?
Oh, they shouldn't.
They're thinking of doing Akira now.
I don't know how they're going to do that. I mean, they could go off the books instead.
Akira.
Yeah. Because I read the books. There's like 6 of them. No, you can get them in manga form.
I
Whatever.
think they're considering Akira now. Do you think they'll make a sequel to Ghost in the Shell?
Oh yeah, I think it's made his money. I don't want to see a sequel. No, you never know. It could be better. But I'm just taking the mick. I ain't got a clue. I just think it's bad.
I think.
But do you think the fight scenes were very much like Wachowski?
No, really. How?
Yeah, where she goes along the wall and shoots, and that one scene, and
But then again,
Everybody's like that.
but then
since the
again,
Matrix.
that kind of did influence the Matrix in a lot of ways. Like when you got right at the end of the animation and going against a tank and she's shooting the wall and all the things crumbling down, which is
Yeah.
kind of like that corridor scene in the Matrix.
right.
Yeah, and bits and bobs. Yeah, little bits are taken in the Matrix,
I
but not
like
much.
the Matrix. The mistakes in the Matrix are brilliant. Where it says lift instead of elevator. They shot it in Australia. Why didn't you cover that up, mate?
Don't wanna. Free Fire. Anybody seen Free Fire?
I haven't
Tell me
seen it,
what
but
it's
I've seen the trailer and it looks amazing.
And you were supposed to go, but you never made it.
Yeah.
Did you go,
Yeah.
Val?
Yeah.
Ben Whitley is an interesting director. He's all right.
Hmm.
I liked High Rise.
Just never got to see.
Yeah,
Watched-
Kill List I didn't like.
Hmm.
Only for one scene, which
Which influenced your entire.
is just effed everything up. It's just too horrific. You can't see what's going on, but that's even what makes it even worse.
Well, that's how you play on the person's mind.
Yeah, I know. The imagination. I think it was just, in a way, it had to be in the movie, but it just completely gets you angry about the world when you watch that scene.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So it's something to watch. You'll see it straight away. It comes in like halfway through the movie, and it's like, this
Well,
can't be right.
Free Fire, it was great. The director tried to make it like as if it was a real gunfight. And most gunfights, you can't really. When people are shooting, it gets confusing, and nobody ever really hits everything accurately. So it was a bit like that, and I enjoyed it. It was really good, well done. It's kind of remind me of Reservoir Dogs, but with guns. That actually fired a lot.
John Woo style.
No, Quentin Tarantino style with a lot of dialogue and
Right.
some violent bits.
But it had Shatlow Copley in it.
Which is brilliant. He was brilliant as well.
brilliant.
They're all brilliant.
So
They're all
he
well
wasn't
acted.
Like he was an old boy.
Oh no!
Hello,
well,
James.
never gonna mention that
What
again.
was the Thingy Wolf's character's name? Josh Brolin. Joe. Hello, Joe.
But we haven't seen the
I'm
full
supposed-
version.
I'm supposed to.
In
be
fact, Spike Lee
English
said it.
or
We've never gonna
Luxembourgian.
see the full version, which is 40 minutes
So,
edited out. That old boy.
Is it still in the cinemas at the moment?
Yeah, in some places.
Was it a wide release?
Yeah. Pretty wide.
It didn't have much publicity, did it?
Yeah, quite a bit, but it wasn't as low key. But lots of people. It's more like one of those movies that it's more to do with the word of mouth than just advertising the hell out of
He's
it.
kind of breaking into Hollywood because he's had
But
High Rise, which is based on on J.G. Ballard's book, which everyone's trying to be filming since the 70s, but it's really, really good. And
have you read the book?
I've not read the book, but the film is amazing. It's really good. It's kind of
High
like,
Rise.
it's a nice commentary on hierarchy and class and stuff.
That's what's his name is in that, isn't he?
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston. That's it.
Yeah, maybe. Mindhorn.
Yeah, Mindhorn.
Yay!
Yeah,
Mindhorn is brilliant, man.
got to see it in the cinema, and
I didn't even know what it was.
pretty
Val
good.
said Mindhorn, and then I said, "Yeah, I saw the little article on it. It's supposed to be some funny comedy with." I didn't even know Steve Coogan was in it until I watched it.
Mo, tell me about this one. Come on, tell me.
Yeah, so Mindhorn is
What's the synopsis?
No, I've got to do.
Oh man, just go with the
Okay,
flow, man.
okay,
Fuck the
okay.
goddamn flow.
What's the synopsis?
Mindhorn is so we have a failed we have a aging actor who's living off an 80s Bergerac type of
Yeah, it is remind me of that.
Oh, I've heard about this
Mindhorn,
film.
yeah. So they do reference John Nettles in this
Yeah.
as well. So he's basically he's been an arse towards his co-stars, but his co-stars have done better, including Steve Coogan.
Yeah.
And he's been brought back to the Isle of Man where he used to shoot it to help the police on some ongoing investigation with murder. He's there to halt the kestrel, who starts going the kestrel voice. Russell Tonboy.
It's more to do with aging old actor. Thought he was gonna be great then. Obviously he's gone now. Didn't do so well. His co-star got more hype and got more series, and so he's trying different acting gigs. And for some dumb reason, they call him up again just to say, "Oh, this character who's killed someone, we need you." He only wants to talk to Mindhorn, so he dresses back up as Mindhorn and goes there, like as if it's a part instead of
Right, like he's doing an episode.
yeah, like he's kind of doing it. So even though he knows it's a investigation,
Sorry, who's the lead?
I can't remember his name. I really can't.
His name is Julian Barrett's Mindhorn. He's played an actor called Richard Thorncroft. So he kind of it's just kind of like a.
Is it a black comedy?
It's kind of like a very goofy type of thing, kind of like a sitcom that hasn't been a sitcom, so it's kind of fresh. But it was so funny. It was so many funny laugh out parts.
Is it visually funny, or is it just funny?
It's just funny as hell. It's kind of like he's like an Alan Partridge type of character.
Right.
It has Steve Coogan in it as I think his name is Peter. His character's name is Peter Eastman or something. But he's in it. But it's so funny. It's really funny. He's coming back and he's trying to make a comeback, and he's hoping that this murder serial apparently there's a serial killer around, and it's got some good actors in it. Andrea Risbon in it. Got some cameos. Kenneth Branagh and Simon Callow and stuff.
Yeah, which was awesome actually.
All thespians and stuff playing themselves really.
So far, I would say that's the best film so far we've talked about. You guys have liked.
I thought it was okay.
What?
I did because the problem with it was when it started off, it had very predictable comedy. Like, okay, he's gonna keep on doing this thing, like as if he's completely oblivious to everybody.
Yeah.
He still thinks he's doing some kind of parts. He still thinks he's part of something great, and yet I know he's gonna do that, and he's constantly doing it to the point. It's almost like, is he having some kind of mental problems, or is just trying to be comedy that way? So
He's
just
certainly
towards the
delusional.
end, when it really kicks in, that's when it gets better. That's when some of the laugh out
Yeah,
loud.
yeah.
How would you say how much time is that into the movie? Half an hour.
The last third.
No, the
Me.
final act. He likes the final act.
Oh, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I like all of it, but he likes the final act is
So that's
amazing.
about Bao recommended the film, but you liked it more than he did.
No, I recommend the film, but he likes the final act.
Oh,
I like the final act, and he liked it
about
altogether.
until he said, "Do you want to come and see Mindhorn?" You said earlier.
No, he said, "Do you want to watch it?" Because I didn't realize it was out. I just read slightly about. I didn't
right,
write.
I see.
I just seen it. Like I didn't read about it.
I think he saw
I've seen a
a trailer.
photo. No, I seen a photo in the Guardian, and it was a guy from the Mighty Boosh. I've never watched the Mighty Boosh, but it was getting really good. Like, people saying hilarious and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think critics.
I think critics liked it
No,
quite a
I
bit.
don't.
Actually.
I think it's quite divided. I think there's not many critics giving it more than 3 stars. I think
Right.
most critics.
Really? Because okay, overall, when you have a look at Rotten.com and all that, and even IMDb, a lot of people do
Yeah,
have liked
well,
it.
no, them guys. I'm talking about the mainstream media, like the newspapers and stuff. They, but they're.
But
kind
they
of,
are the critics of the newspapers. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they
You know,
collaborate.
like they're kind of bourgeois, kind of snobs, aren't they? Really. You talk about the Times.
So
the
you're not gonna say it's a
the
snobby
Telegraph
comedy?
and the Evening Standard. They're like, oh well, you know. I think maybe they're going on your side with the saying, it's got potential, but it's not funny enough. But I thought it was hilarious from start to finish, and it was one of the best films I think.
You've seen it in the last few weeks.
Yeah, it just made me feel good. always something that makes you feel good. It's like
That's good.
mellow,
The film
nice.
is the
No,
film-
no, no.
And funny enough, it's coming to Netflix on the 12th of May.
Hold on, has it had a wide cinema release then?
Yeah, but it's still coming to Netflix. I don't know why. I think it's doing it really quickly, putting it out there.
Is it Netflix?
it's a
I
video.
think originally it was gonna be.
It probably was a video in demand.
Yeah.
So they managed to
So
get a few
did Netflix
scenes.
put the money in for the film?
No idea. Don't think so.
All right.
But it's on there.
It's on
It's
that.
gonna be on
it's on
there.
that format really, in it. So.
Okay.
And lastly, I'm just going to talk about Aftermath. If anybody watched it,
Aftermath.
two things actually. Aftermath's one of them with Arnold Schwarzenegger in. It's kind of based on a real life story where someone has a family that's died in a plane crash because of a screw up.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I've seen the trailer for this. Yes.
And it's a very good movie actually. It's very good, but in some ways Arnie kind of. Some people say, Mark Moore especially says, "Oh, it's only Arnie. Arnie's the problem with the entire movie." I don't think it is. I think Arnie does pretty well compared to all the other actors, like Sylvester Stallone and Steven Seagal, those three in particular, and Jean-Claude Van Damme, who are basically always trying to play tough guys and haven't really, after they've gotten older, they haven't really tried anything different. I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme tried something different with JCVD and a couple of bit parts and
And
French
he
stuff.
got even critical acclaim.
Yeah,
didn't it?
but Arnie's at least doing different things
He did
altogether.
the one
He's
with his
trying.
daughter, didn't he? Who's zombie or
Oh, Maggie.
Maggie? Yeah.
I didn't enjoy that much.
Well,
Aftermath
at
was
least
much
he's
better.
tried.
But
He's trying a serious
no,
role.
he is
isn't he?
trying. Like I've always said, and I'll keep on saying it till every
cows
time
come
Arnie.
home.
If
Till
he
Arnie
did
blows
a
up.
German language movie,
He'd win an Oscar.
He'd win an Oscar. Or get nominated
Hmm.
because he can act. But I think English, even though he's probably been speaking English for 40 years, gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah, it kind of.
The
He's
words
got
get in the way.
charisma though. That's his main thing.
He's got
Yeah.
charisma.
Yeah, and he still can kind of pull this off. It's not perfect, but it is. It still makes you think of it. It is kind of pretty cool.
Yeah, but you know what? People used to laugh.
Worth a watch.
People used to laugh about his comedy and stuff. He does comedy better than Stallone does.
Stallone's crap at comedy.
Yeah.
Stallone's awkward when he tries to do comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stop on
that's
Mum
true.
with
There's
Shoot.
no awkwardness with.
Well,
Schwarzenegger's not the best, but even when he does Jingle All the Way,
but the guy who
Junior-
plays Drax does a similar kind of comedy stuff.
He's
doesn't
only just started. That's Dave
only
he? No, but he
Bautista.
does a similar line
Yeah, yes.
delivery, doesn't he?
Yeah, similar type of
Deadpan.
like-
Similar,
deadpan
but actually,
delivery.
yeah. But I think Bautista himself, even when he was in wrestling,
Yeah.
he's probably a better actor than most, besides The Rock. He's the better actor
Out of the muscle.
out of a lot of the WWE people or just
Yeah.
general big body actors or whatever you want to call it.
Uh-huh.
large man.
And
basically.
yeah,
But no,
Pe-
Jason
people who
Statham's
are
a good actor.
Jason Statham's always been a good actor. He just got stereotyped into action roles.
True.
I wouldn't say he's a great actor. He's a good actor.
No, I didn't say he's a great actor. I said he's a
Oh
good
wow,
actor.
okay. He's I think he's
I
good.
mean, Revolver showed his limitless limit.
No, I think that just showed what Guy Ritchie shouldn't do again, ever, never kill yourself. So what are you guys hoping for? Like, what are you waiting to see?
I'm waiting to see Spider-Man: Homecoming, Thor: Ragnarok, Baby Driver. Those are the three
Baby
films.
Driver's the
So
one.
mainly most of the Marvel ones and some action
Yeah,
ones.
Baby Driver.
What about yourself?
Baby Driver.
Oh, and also
Baby Driver.
Alien Covenant.
Me, I'm waiting for Dunkirk because I don't know what the
Oh
hell's going
yeah,
on
and
with that as well.
Dunkirk. Yeah. Good-
Dunkirk
Good
and-
call. Good call.
Some horror films, and I think they're doing another Saw one, which is ridiculous just because I want to see what they do.
When did they announce that?
Ages ago. I think it's Saw
Alien-
Legacy.
Is it
Alien-
in production?
Alien Covenant.
Alien
kind of-
Covenant.
Homecoming, obviously, and I think there's another one.
Because that
Oh, I'm looking forward to Predator next year. as well.
That's next year, though.
Waterston lady's in it from Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts.
Predator.
No, Alien.
Alien
Yeah,
Covenant.
Predator's the other one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
That's
And
next year.
wouldn't it, you know,
Shane.
you know, this
Shane Black.
the Predators.
No, I think it's
Is it
called
based
Predator.
straight after the Predator?
No, it's based straight after the Predator.
the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't I think this is what probably could happen?
See, it's set in the city.
Make it quick.
Yeah, Arnie, there's a cameo in it.
He will. He's bound to.
Yeah.
They won't mention it, but he's
And
bound to be a
he's-
cameo.
He
in it.
comes in and he's got radiation from the
Explosion.
explosion. Because no way. I mean, in Predator 2, they say what does he say?
Danny Glover.
No, not Danny Glover. The other guy, Garen Busey, says he made an explosion that 200 city blocks. How can someone survive? Without
I don't
having
know.
infected
That's
with
what I said.
two-
He's supposed to be
He should
dead
have
now.
died. Really, that was the only line in Predator 2 with really ridiculous.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I love your impression.
Doesn't necessarily
I
mean-
love your
I
impression
was gonna-
in the alley.
Doesn't really what?
But
There's
Mo does
no-
a great
There's
impression.
no stopping what
Can
can
be
be.
Anyway,
stopped.
I'm gonna end this. That was a night review or something, or I don't
Of
know.
that
What's called.
kind.
Yeah, some kind of review. Just mash them all into one.
The
most
eyes
of
of
them.
the demon.
And we'll be back sooner or later. Otherwise, subscribe, whatever, do
Subscribe
something.
down there, guys. And
Subs-
like.
Just let us know if you think
Subscribe to
Arnie's going to be
him
in Brothers
and
and
there
Sisters.
and
Commented
something.
And this guy here, we love this guy.
We don't like him. We
We
prefer
love this
Benedict
guy.
Cumberbatch.
No, we prefer this
Hot.
guy, man.
Oh yeah.
Benedict.
Subscribe. Wear hats.
Come on,
Subscribe.
subscribe and press like. Thank you, guys.
Even though you're doing thumbs down, but I would like a thumbs up.
No, I'm just pointing
Yeah, we're
down.
doing that.
I know why you're pointing
We're
down to
doing
your
that.
dick or something. There you go, Cliff.
No.
We don't know what he's trying to
if
say.
that was
He's
the case,
pointing
I'd be
it, saying
pointing
he
to my
wants it
ankle.
to. He wants it to. That's why he wants the procedure to make it longer.
No,
Okay.
I'm pointing
2
to my ankle. I need to have it shortened.
Fantastic. That's not what it was.
Thank you very much.
Good night. Bye bye.